those summer nights with me. Susan, don't go away. Remember Susan, those summer nights with me. I saw a Journey concert last night. I woke up with like five or more Journey songs stuck in my head. That's a spoiler for the April vlog. Hello and welcome to another visual diary entry. I hope you guys like the new setup. I put a lot of effort into this one. I'm quite thrilled. You guys know I love aesthetic, pretty things, so this is just filling my heart. Get cozy yourself if you so desire. Grab yourself some tea, grab yourself a snack, whatever you want to do, and settle in for the March edition of the visual diary of that one artist. March enters, stage left. I welcome her as she signals the sun to begin his process of warming Earth's bones. Thus commences the creation of that safe haven between winter's coldest winds and summer's hottest months. I embrace March as she brings good news of fairer weather to come. The first week of March was crunch time for getting this painting done. I'd been working on it off and on since January, but the show was in the first weekend of March, and so with a deadline ahead, I really zeroed in on getting it finished. Today I am on my way to go have an interview with somebody who wants to interview me about my piece that's going to be at the Women's History Showcase at Arts Avenue. I'm going to meet her at a coffee shop and get interviewed. The interview went really well. We talked for quite a while after the interview was over because we just kind of vibed like that, and it was a good time, and I think I made a new friend. On the agenda today as well is going to a Wavelength Space art show. Hi! The artist who curated the show, Kirby Miles, did an art trade with me, and so I met her there for the exchange. I was absolutely thrilled about this trade because I had been seeing her work in shows around Chattanooga long before. So when I advertised on social media that trades were open and she responded saying that she'd love to do a trade with me, I was over the moon. This piece I did for her was a little snapshot of her life in the style of my memorialized paintings, and the piece she gave me was glorious and sparkly and creative and experimental and colorful and literally everything I love about her artwork. So I am taking a break from working on my painting to get some lunch. I've been working on my painting all day today because it has to get done today because the show is this weekend, and I've been live streaming as I paint today. Lots of imaginative work, detail work today, and lots of thinking as I'm trying to figure out how all these things should look. In one final burst of energy, I finished the painting on Thursday. I ended up giving it the title Breaking Ground to reference both the literal breaking up of soil that tree roots do when they grow, and the metaphorical way women have broken ground throughout the centuries in their fight for equality. This piece took a little over 17 hours to complete, and it is 36 by 48 inches. I generally like the viewer to be able to draw their own conclusions when looking at one of my pieces, but I will go into some detail of my own thoughts behind this one. The roots mingling and intertwining with each other represent the fact that not one single woman is responsible for the change, the positive change that has been brought, but instead this has been fought for by women as a whole. Groups of women working together, sharing our female experience with and supporting each other in a beautiful display of community. And they are trees because trees are strong and they withstand so much. They're also full of life and beauty and dignity, and I see that in women. Back to the roots, they are red like veins, and veins carry life in the form of blood. So I think it just kind of goes to show, it goes to further represent that these are living, life-filled beings. And then finally, it's sunrise. The trees are nowhere near finished growing. The day is young, there is more ground to cover, there is more sky to reach, and I see that as a positive thing, as a beautiful thing. There's definitely more meaning that can be drawn from this piece, and I would love to hear anybody's interpretation of the painting. I think that's the wonderful thing about art. When it crosses paths with a viewer and a viewer's unique life experience, then those things, the painting, the artist's experience, and the viewer's experience can come together to create something new, to create a different kind of meaning to the piece.
Hi. I literally saw you through the windows.
Oh, nice.
How are you?
I'm good.
Let me give you a hug.
Let me balance everything. Good to see you. It's good. I listened to
After dropping off the painting at the venue, I had a mini celebration with myself with some tea from my favorite tea shop, and then spent the remainder of the day lounging about in the sun. It was very cool because it was art, visual artists like me, mixed with dancers and performance artists, and it was just beautiful. Everybody coming together to make art about women in a very collaborative way.
And I have to give her a hug because Dusty was one of the first people we met literally a week after starting Tennessee Arts Collective. We met 2 doors down at the Chattery during Startup Week Chattanooga. We had to do a networking event, we had to stand up and talk about ourselves, and she came over and she's like, "You guys like art? I'm an artist." And ever since then, we've had such a great relationship, and she was like the first person we told about this venue, or this event.
The doors and gallery opened at 7 for people to view the paintings and installation pieces, and then at 8, the performance section of the show started, with dancers, a singer, and a theater actress.
Also known for my 22-year marriage to photographer Alfred Stieglitz. Husbands. As my work
Victory milkshake.
Victory milkshake! Woo! I got paid tonight. I didn't know I was gonna get paid.
This is the funniest video. Your face was so cute. Oh my gosh.
Whoop.
The next day was another lovely day for weather, so much so that I actually felt the need to wear a dress. You just have to when it feels that good outside. And I met a friend for smoothies. We had a good conversation, sat outside, as you do when it's good weather, and it was nice. That night, I tried out some fabulous homemade cakes baked by a couple of my friends.
Like a watercolor branch, like starry moment, inspiration.
Starry moment.
Starry night moment.
The cakes. The cake makers.
Be sure you get the flip-flops too, baby. The flip-flops and the pink coat. There we go. I am prepared.
Wow. Nice Captain America pants.
My family and I took a short spring break vacation to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. Our first full day there began right at sunrise, because how can one take a beach trip on the East Coast without waking up before 6 a.m. at least once to exist in such an entirely peaceful, beautiful moment? I will be honest, it was also a cold moment, but I think that sometimes, somehow, that makes me feel more alive in a way. I was quite tired after this early morning excursion, so I couldn't help but take a short nap. But then after I was fully refreshed, I joined my sister down on the beach.
that the man of my dreams. I think that's about all I know.
It's alright, it's okay, you can look the other way. There's a boardwalk.
Yeah, it needs some entertainment in its life, doesn't it? I tell you what,
We visited a castle. It was owned by an artist and her husband. This is Adelia Castle. It was built in the early 30s by Archer and Anna Huntington. Within the 30 rooms, there are 2 studio spaces for Anna. One on the inside with a big, beautiful skylight, the thing of my dreams, to be honest. Natural light is everything when you're an artist. She also had a outdoor studio space for when she wanted to work in the fresh air. We learned more about Archer Huntington at the gift shop that we went to afterwards, and turns out he contributed quite a bit to the field of Hispanic studies. So that's what he's mostly known for. He was also a bit of a poet, which was very interesting to my dad, especially, who is a poet himself. And he asked the gift shop owner if they had any books of Archer's poetry for sale. They didn't have any out in the main area of the gift shop, but they did go into the back room and carefully brought out a stack of old publications to show us. We ended up buying 2 of the books. This is my book right here. I was really drawn to the age of the book. It was published in 1952, and I also loved the original deckled edges. And then, of course, it's a poetry book. Poetry is art. I am an artist, so I am also interested in the contents of the book. And I am going to read a poem for you all. Let's see. Here, half concealed in starlit clouds of night, the silver city hails the silver sea as some white spirit of eternity, with folded wings, awaits the breaking light. Beside the gate to worlds of glories bright, city of pale traditions mystery, you guard the sacred seas of history, sitting, a queen of memory's delight. Is this the heaven rest of dreams that fled, hospice of ghosts and home of lost desires, silent retreat of fleeting hopes and fears? Port whence vessels of discovery sped, you lull to sleep the sparks of fading fires and pallid echoes of forgotten years. We drove to the Myrtle Beach boardwalk and had a good time exploring one of the huge gift shops that were there.
Yeah!
Can't I just die here on the beach with my fingers in the sand and the water at my feet? Can I just get some release here? Everybody falls off the tippy of their tall top, don't come and talk to me. I ain't trying to see fear reflections in my rear view, deflectors in my purview, coming after me. Got some issues with my worldview, I iron out the kinks. I ain't trying to be king, crowns ain't the way to bring love. Soft touch, hard hands lead to backwards endeavors. These mans really think they worth can be summed up in a measure. Singing, I'm better, I'm better, I'm better, I'm better. I get it, you gotta hold your up to a measure. Did that, been there, done now. Out and on the run now, but just can't get away. Driving in the dead night, kinda highway signs by headlight, cranking up the Mac to Marco, treating it like medicine. On the coast out in Guadalajara.
Oh, that tastes good. Actually, maybe I need to get this butter. This butter might be
But that's not what this case is.
The second half of this week was also kind of a vacation. Of course, most of my friends were on spring break. I'm not in college anymore, but it was vacation for them, so I just kind of took the week as a vacation for me as well. One of our friends from Florida came up to visit, which is always a good time when our friend group is back together.
You can get half of those.
No, I've just been biting on you.
It looks so appetizing.
Yeah, so just one. 3.
Is a good name.
Ow!
device can just squeeze out one way.
Gracie's first name.
Oh, whoa.
That's the longer than you thought. I feel like she's gonna do it.
I can do it.
You got it.
Dang. Okay, maybe push it down a bit more. Maybe. Dang, she's like pure muscle. Ow. I can't do that.
That's weird.
It's really so hard.
Oh, it is
I think
right.
you got to do it.
Show them how it's done.
Oh! You got this, bro. You got this. You got.
Rock, paper, scissors shoot. Rock, paper, scissors shoot.
Oh yeah.
Bye, Daniel.
On March 20, the Moxie Hotel in Chattanooga had a large thrifting event called the She-Bob, which my thrifter friends and I obviously had to attend.
You ready? Let me see the fit. Ooh, this is cute.
We first stopped to try out a coffee shop in the area called Be Caffeinated, and then we headed over to the event.
We got some really good stuff. Do you guys want to do a little fashion show, fashion shoot when we get back?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know what I should do with them tomorrow because I don't know if I'll have anything ready. We'll see.
So I got this really cute corset top and then this really voice. I got this.
A super cool jacket that I've always wanted.
Okay, so this is my new coveralls. And they're very cute.
I got both of these. This one was the wrong size.
I got these shorts.
So good. So good. You. Knew that I would. Knew that I would.
March ended with more sun, more little outings,
Who is that? She's so cute. Sissy and Sissy's vlog.
and also, unfortunately, a string of headaches. But I made it past those. And that concludes March. I hope you enjoyed this latest episode of the visual diary of That One Artist. And I hope you'll be back for more when I post the April vlog. If you don't want to miss that, turn on the little alarm bell below. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new and you want to see more. I'm not going to force you. The subscribe button, the like button, and the comment button. So let me know that you enjoyed the video. And with that being said, I'll be back next time. Thank you for watching.
Sometimes I think I'm a killer. Scared you in your house. I even scared myself by talking about Dahmer on your couch. But I can't sleep next to a body, even harmless and dead. Plus and I'm faking sleep to count your breath. Can the killer in me tame the fire in you? Or is there nothing left to do for us? I'm sick of the chase, but I'm stupid in love, and there's nothing I can do.